All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Dave Nelson here. I am your charming and charismatic host of Between Two Stoves, America's favorite fake food TV show. Not that the food is fake, but the show, oh, it's definitely fake, okay? We are streaming live in the Industry Cooking Community Group on Facebook. So if you are watching, I'm gonna get a little screen up here so you guys can take part in the chat. If you have any questions or anything like that, throw them up into the comments. So it'll just be a minute for that. And let me see. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good. All is right with the world. I see it. Let me start that up. Turn that down. Oh, you know, I look good on that smaller screen. I don't know about the big screen, but I look a lot better on that small screen. As I was saying, we are streaming in the live industry. We are streaming live in the Industry Cooking Community Group on Facebook, and you guys can throw your questions out anytime. It looks like we have just the two of us for now, but it's a fake show, so we're gonna pretend like everybody's out there. There are millions of people, okay? If you missed this show, you can see archive vids over on the Industry Cooking channel over there on YouTube. It's a pretty sweet channel, and it is something you might want to subscribe to, but however, we are starting a live show right now, so this is not a great time to subscribe. Instead, subscribe after this terrific show that you can see live with Louie Jimenez of Try Mamma Salsas. We are also going to have Erick Avila and Dennis Sydnor from Renegade Dining right here in Sacramento. And also, first up, we've lined up an exclusive engagement with the mighty Courtney Marx, who is doing good work. No, I'm going to say great work over at the wonderful local nonprofit St. John's program for real change. And that's definitely not to be confused with St. Jeff's program for the imitation change, okay? These guys are doing the real change over there. And before we get rolling with this one today, I don't think I have to remind everyone that restaurants are struggling these days, and I want to plant the seed of an idea that spending your holiday gift budget or your giant Christmas bonuses in ways that support our local restaurant family is definitely the way to go. You can't dine in these days, but you can do pickup. You can leave really fat tips for the servers that work there because they need support as well. You can buy merch, you can purchase gift cards, booze, I hear, okay, some places sell cocktails to go. You could probably even buy raw ingredients. Treat it like your supermarket. You can see if they'll sell you toilet paper, for heaven's sakes. I bet they will, okay? Restaurants are out there just trying to keep it together. So I really want to urge you people to support them. And the big thing is try to avoid that fast food industrial complex. I think they're doing great. You want to spend anything you can to support the little guys, your favorite mom and pops out there, or nothing will be left but Taco Bells. And I don't think I want to live in that world. Do you? Courtney, do you want to live in that world? No. I think we should bring Courtney on.
Hi.
So let's bring on Courtney, okay? She is a longtime friend, dare I say, member of the family over here on Between Two Stoves. Courtney, to get started, you were here before and we kind of talked about what you do over there, but could you just kind of remind everyone about the great work you folks are doing down at St. John's Program for Real Change and kind of mention your new program that you have up and running?
Absolutely. So at St. John's Program for Real Change, we are a women and children's shelter where we provide wraparound services for the women so that we can teach them employability training and help them to succeed on their own. So we have a restaurant we had 2 restaurants, and that's where we do the employability training. But due to COVID, we kind of had to switch our operation and think on our feet quickly, as most people in the industry have. So what we decided to come up with was a online e-commerce business, which is Red Door Desserts. So we have Red Door Desserts, and you can find that at www.sjpredddoordesserts.com to purchase them. And we started off with a yearly subscription. So we offer training through creating baked goods monthly, different seasonal items that are going to be kitschy and cute. So you should definitely check it out. And it is utilized to help the women learn.
I think it's great. I mean, you're doing more than just teaching culinary hard skills here, right? It's entrepreneurship. I mean, this little pivot here is just you guys kind of showing them how it's done, right? I love that.
Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah. So what are some of the other things that these ladies take away from the program besides just these culinary hard skills?
So in my portion of the program, we're at St. John's as a whole. Sorry.
Oh, just the whole deal.
Okay.
Let's talk about everything.
Good question. So the women get money matters. So they learn about financial stability, healthy relationships. Oh man, that's a good one. Healthy relationships, money matters. They get services, anything that they need for themselves, whether that be mental health services for them or their children, as well as education. So not only employability training, but high school as well. And then vocational training. So there's a whole bunch that's going on within our walls that we're constantly working on and striving to pass on to our women, which will in turn pass on to their children.
I love it. And you know, it's these are homeless women, in case anybody missed it. These gals are homeless, and you know, they don't have that family to fall back on. You guys seem to be taking the part of the family, the educator. You're really helping to get them on the feet, and I just love what you guys are doing. And as you said, they're not just women, it's also the kids as well, the families. Can you kind of talk about what that looks like?
Absolutely. So our women either come in single, so by themselves, or they come in with their children. So that ranges on however many that may be. And St. John's provides services for both the women and the children. So right now, during the holidays, as you can imagine, it can be a little bit trying during this time. And then you throw in COVID into the mix, right? So we are extremely fortunate. We have had an outpouring of community support. As soon as we launched Red Door Desserts, it took maybe about 2 days before we were just overwhelmed by how many people really wanted to get out there and help. So from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of St. John's, I just want to say thank you to all of those people. And for anybody watching that might be interested in a sweet treat, just so that you can see, I'm finding that this is our most popular item. And it is, I don't know if I can get in there. Can you see that?
Go up.
Okay. It's a s'mores cookie, is that one. People are loving that. And then we have a salted chocolate chunk. Ooh, ooh.
I think if you hold them up more.
Oh, hold them up more. Yeah. Sorry.
Like that, yes.
I'm usually used to being in the back. The salted chocolate chunk, as well as we have our signature lemon thumbprint cookies. So please think about us during the holiday times.
I love the idea, the new idea for the subscription. Again, it's Red Door. We have the website in the comments section on the feed here and everything. So if people want to just click on that and also support St. John's program for real change, Red Door Desserts. I mean, it's really a great way to help the community. They are moving people out of homelessness into society, and you just can't do any better than that. You know, without divulging like too much personal information, are you able to talk about any success stories in your program, any of the people that have graduated?
Absolutely. So wow, that's a toughie, because I would be honest, to most of the women that graduate our program in its entirety tend to have and be successful. So right now, we, inside of each box monthly, if you do the subscription, there will be a card that has a woman's success story of the month.
That is great.
Which is something to help tie it back in and to allow for our women that recognition that they deserve, but also to show the community that these are real women. They're right in your, perhaps, community. If you're purchasing nationwide, they might not be right there, but you are making a difference nonetheless. And what better way to do that, you know, than to give.
So people, you don't have to be in Sacramento. The millions of of listeners that are across the country, they could be ordering these subscriptions as well.
Absolutely. It's nationwide.
So it's so clever and cool. I saw this and I was just busting when I saw it, and I instantly reached out to you as soon as I saw it. So great. And just like this time where everyone's trying to make this pivot, I just thought this was so clever, and it does so much good. Do you have any other dessert subscription ideas in the pipeline? Or are you going to move into like cakey things or anything like that?
Ooh, you're gonna have to stay tuned. We do. Ooh. So on top of the subscription, we do plan on expanding our selection. Right now, this is just what we're offering for our signature box for the holidays. But come January, then we have the subscription menu items. And then I'm hoping to shortly thereafter have some different products to be offering to the public.
I love it. I love it. Diane's got a comment. Sounds like a wonderful program. Cookies for a cause. There's a tagline for it.
I like that.
Yeah, good one, Diane. Beautiful. Are people able to order desserts for special occasions, or is this more you're sticking with the subscription?
No, they can definitely order for special occasions. All that we ask is that you give us 48 hours notice before intending to pick it up. And then as well as if you do not order from the website, you always have the ability to call Plates Cafe and Catering, and we can take your orders that way as well.
Oh, that makes it easy, right? And these aren't these aren't like boring old magazine subscriptions. I mean, what's better than a dessert description, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
You know, with everything you do, I really get the impression that my friend Courtney Marx here is one of the hardest working gals out there. Could you kind of walk me through what a typical day looks like for you? Is there a typical day?
It's we don't necessarily have typical days, but usually I am in the kitchen at 5 o'clock in the morning. My staff typically arrives between the hours of 6:30 and 7:30. The women arrive at 9:30. And from there, we do whatever we need to. So we feed the daycare that's next door. We have to feed ourselves. We are creating the product for this business, as well as we are still participating in Great Plates Delivered, which is supporting our local seniors in our community. So we then have a morning meeting. Everybody goes their separate way. I typically head back to the office to keep up with whatever emails and other things we have going on. And we don't stop until we're done. So it could, yeah, you know, just like a typical kitchen, right? So some days smooth sailing, other days we're there a little bit later.
And that's how they learn, I guess, right? You're getting for the real deal.
We are. You know, this is a little different because it's holiday season, you know, so if you're in the industry, you know that this is the time where you're really, you're getting down in there, and then it'll get slower come New Year. But for the time being, yeah, we want to teach them that depending on which industry that you choose, the hours are going to be available.
Wow. That's great. Another comment out there, St. John's success is everybody's success, and it sure sounds like it. I mean, you really are making a dent in the community here, in a good way, I should say.
Yes, thank you. So are you.
Oh, well, stop.
You're bringing us all together.
In my very small way. You're going to get me all choked up here. You gotta know I'm a softie by now. Everybody knows that by now, I think, right?
A little bit.
I feel like you guys are doing so much work out there, and are there any other ways that people can contribute to the mission besides purchasing subscriptions? What if they don't want a dessert subscription? Can they just send you money?
Absolutely. If you go to the St. John's website, there are different ways that you can contribute, whether it be to give us a donation. You can purchase something from the Amazon wish list. You can give a donation. All of this can be found on the St. John's website, as well as we're accepting toys during the holidays for the children.
I love that you have the Amazon wish list. Can you throw a little bit more out about that?
Yes. So we will place items onto our Amazon wish list for St. John's that has items that we need, or we might want for the future, so that instead for people that want to help out, they can have a place to go to reference what it is exactly that we need and would be most helpful.
So rather than sending dollars, they're kind of sending you stuff, I suppose, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that's a great idea because some people like to shop, right? They
That's
want to go
very
buy
true.
stuff. That's really cool. Really cool. You mentioned the Great Plates for seniors. Can you flesh that out a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So when COVID first started, Patrick Mulvaney and Brad Chechi had gotten together and had kind of orchestrated a way for restaurants to keep their doors open, but also for us to feed the people that were impacted most by COVID. So we at St. John's decided to jump on board, as we totally support them in any endeavor that they have. Yay. So we decided that this is a great opportunity to teach our women as well. So now we provide food for 50 seniors 3 times a week, every other week. Some days it's 2 days a week. But this food goes out to people that cannot grocery shop for themselves and don't have the ability, or really shouldn't be at the grocery store. So we are trying to take that off their plate and give them something nutritious and delicious and keep everybody safe.
You are finding ways to keep these gals busy. It sounds like you're keeping them busier than heck down there. Actually, I hope they're getting worked because, again, you're getting them ready for the real deal out there. I just love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to keep you too long. I know you got people coming here pretty soon, but I wanted to hit you with one more big question. Okay. I'm sure most people see you up there on this pedestal as a teacher. You're a chef, this humanitarian. But what's the real Courtney Marx like? Okay. What makes you tick, and what do you do for fun?
I am just a homebody. I am down to earth. I like my comfortable clothing, a nice cup of tea or hot cocoa, and just some sort of crime series TV show. And that's my idea, my idea of the perfect day.
You hear that, everybody? She's just like the rest of us. She's not
Yeah.
that big Hollywood celebrity on the pedestal or anything, right?
No.
Just a regular gal. I just love it. Okay, well, oh, I'm going to give you one more question. Are you cooking anything cool these days yourself?
I am actually. Funny you should ask. Last evening, I made a vegan pumpkin curry, and I am pretty excited to have that for dinner today.
Was it like an India style curry or a Thai style?
It was. So it was the coconut milk and the pumpkin, and then I have all my vegetables in there. And then obviously, if you don't want it to be vegan, you can throw some meat in there. But I went the vegan route. So
I love it. I love it. Courtney, let's throw that information out there one more time for everybody for their Red Door Dessert subscriptions.
yes. So it can be found at www.sjpredddoordesserts.com.
Again, it's down there in the comments on the thread over there at the Industry Cooking Community. If you're watching us, you know where it is. Okay, so just kind of look down in that thread there. Courtney, thanks so much for coming on. I'm glad we could kind of do a short little shout out to the program. You know, I'm a huge fan, and I don't think I'll ever stop.
Us neither. So keep it coming. You're doing great things too.
There I go again. There I go again. All right, Courtney, thanks so much. I am going to bring in a few more people here, and if you can hang out, or if not, you don't have to. But let me admit our next guest, and we're going to get started talking with the Renegades and with Louie Jimenez with Try Mamma Salsa. Anyway, folks, that was Courtney Marx. Isn't she wonderful? I just love what she and everyone else does down there at St. John's program for real change. They are doing good work, and they're doing it every single day. They're making our community a better place to live on so many levels. So I hope you can check out their dessert subscription service that they have just started. They just pivoted into. It's really, really cool. Or barring that, send them cash. Send them loads and loads of cash because they could use all the help they can get. And I think we all agree that it's needed. And these guys are needed in the community. So thanks so much for watching that. Next, we have the Renegade dining crew out there, along with Louie Jimenez, and he is working with Try Mamma's Salsa. We have Erick Avila out there in the middle, and we have Dennis Sydnor over there on the right side. Now, we had the Renegades on just a few weeks back, but now they're returning with their buddy Louie Jimenez here of Try Mamma's Salsa. And so I know you guys have a gig or two coming up in the next few weeks. So I was hoping you might just start out by tossing that out there to get the conversation started.
Sure, yeah. So again, Dennis Sydnor, Renegade Dining. Volume good, Chef? Are we good on volume?
You're all good. You can turn it up maybe one more notch.
Okay, you know what? I have to come in a little closer, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah. So
in there close, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, trying to social. But anyway, so we're partnering with Louie Jimenez of Try Mamma Salsas, and we're going to be having a brunch pop-up here in this beautiful location located at 24th and Inn. I'll kind of just go ahead and throw it to Louie to give a little bit of description on the location, and then we'll get into the specific menus, and then we'll talk about our future things.
Awesome. Louie, let's go ahead and get the lowdown on this location. It's a beautiful spot.
What's up, Chef? It's called the Brazilian Center of Sacramento. It's in Midtown Sacramento. We're right off 24th and N. Beautiful parking, huge location. We have outdoor fire pits. We have plenty of outdoor seating, so we don't have to be indoors through this COVID that we're going through. So it's really big, spacious outdoor spot. So this is my commercial space. This is where I cook out from. But also with the owner, her name's Sarah. She owns the space itself, and she has an organization that they feed over 500 of the homeless weekly through her organization. So she also cooks through here. But yeah, I was blessed to find this spot. I mean, it's key location. It's in Midtown. We have over 50 parking spaces, so parking's not an issue like it can become in Midtown for a lot of people. So it's, like I said, we're still planning out a lot of small things, but hopefully, like what we're putting together is brunch with the boys on the weekend. We're gonna see if it can take off. Start there. It's an outdoor drive-through kind of Dutch Bros type deal where you just drive up, you grab your box of whatever meal. But then, like I said, once all this pandemic goes away, we're gonna start doing more course meals indoors with these guys and other chefs and so forth. But yeah, Midtown Sacramento, 24th and N.
I'll just say it's a beautiful space. The floors in there are amazing, right? It's kind of a dance studio, and so they really take care of the floors. That's what struck me most when I saw this place. I should mention, as people are driving up to the place, it kind of looks, it's in an old public schoolyard, isn't it? So it's like one of those old school schools, if I may, right?
Yeah, huge break, old academy type building.
Yeah, it's really neat.
That's beautiful. It's great out here.
So you're teaming up for this event this weekend. You've got something going on now next weekend?
We're shooting. We originally shot for the 12th, which would have been this coming weekend, but we rescheduled it for the 19th of December, just to give us a little more time to do a little testing and get some flyers out there and so forth, a little more promotion, just because we've all been busy and so forth. So we all agreed that pushing it back a few more days would be the smartest thing to do in general.
Okay. Yeah, with all the turmoil going on, and
that's the other thing too, Chef, is we were a little unsure of how the restrictions would be
unfolding this weekend.
Unfolding. So it just made sense to give it another week for us to really get an understanding of where we are with COVID restrictions. But that's not going to change the flow that we're going to operate under. Again, we're going to be pushing for pre-orders. We will be using the parking lot very much like Louie said, as just a delivery. If we shift it around, you could honestly see you drive in the gate, you come around, you park, we bring it to you, you stay in your car. We don't want cash. All payments made, via credit or debit. And so then that way we can just hand you your bag and hand you your food, and you can enjoy the salsas, you can enjoy the burritos, and we'll kind of let Chef Erick jump in on the menu.
Well, I was going to ask some questions about the menu here. Let me hit up Louie here for a second because we met you guys about 2 weeks ago. I want to ask Louie about try Mamma Salsa real quick. Okay, I had a couple questions about that. So, how can regular folks like me get a chance to try Mamma Salsa?
So actually, my web designer just finalized our website a couple days ago, and so I'll shoot you that link. It's Try Mamma, so it's TRYMOMMAS.net, and you can just link on there. You see the menu in progress, and then you can order. We'll get a little more specific as far as like 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever it is. But
yeah,
it's up and running. You'll see our history on there. You'll see pictures. You'll see what's coming up. We'll be selling shirts, but for the time being, it's up and running now. So that's how you can do Venmo, you can do Square Pay, you can do Apple Pay. So my web designer is putting all that in place, but it's published. It's up and running now.
Nice,
so
nice.
Yeah, I'll send the link so you can check it out.
Just one or two more questions for you, and then we'll get the guys in here. So do you have like one main salsa that you're doing? Do you have like a variety of things that you're kind of playing with?
I have a variety. I have like 3 different ones. As far as salsas go, I have like a salsa verde. I have a Diablo, which is my hottest. It's a habanero based salsa, and then I also do a couple of sauces, like not salsa but sauces. So I love chicken wings. So back in the day, I came up with a buffalo style type sauce, and I didn't want to call it a buffalo sauce. So my little boy's name's Zephyr. Let's just call it Zephyr sauce.
That sounds cool. I like that.
And that was my best seller at my farmer. I was doing like 5 markets a week, and I would sell like 70 units per market, and people love the story behind it because I think a buffalo sauce just sounds boring. So people would be like, what's Zephyr sauce? And I would describe it. Yeah. And I also do a Cali Barbacoa, which is like a smoky barbecue sauce. Yeah. Not super sweet, but you get a lot of jalapenos, just smoked chilies, but then you still get the smokiness and the sweetness of a barbecue sauce. So stuff like that. And I incorporate that. I'm starting to incorporate that with my cuisine, my barbecue tacos, whatever it is. So I kind of use all of the above. I
think they call it cross merchandising. I like it. Yeah, nice. Speaking of burritos, I saw your little burrito cart that you got recently, all shiny and everything. It's beautiful. What's the plan with that?
We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna get a nice wrap around it, and then that'll also help with our grab and goes here for us and the boys. We can keep stuff warm out in the parking lot.
Right on.
We'll go wrap it up, and then it's getting permitted, and so we'll have all that stuff that we can just cart it out and get nice hot food, hot boxes to go right there on the spot.
Sounds like it's coming together. Let's bring Erick in here. I was going to ask you about some of the big menu items you guys have going on. I know I've been seeing your pork pozole going up on your menus. How's that rolling?
Well, smoked pork pozole is always a hit. Man, it's as a matter of fact, I accidentally posted a picture of it, and it wasn't even on the menu last week. And the first 4 orders that came in as soon as the menu went live were for pozole. Oh. I had just happened to have a batch going, luckily, but we were like looked at each other like, people ordering pozole is not even on the menu, man.
Yeah, it's got its own thing, man.
Yeah, it's very unique, deep flavor. I need to get some to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do. So what else you got going on the menu over there?
So we'll be doing a couple smaller items. We'll be doing the pozole, of course, with all the fixings on the side. French toast with our roasted peach syrup.
I think I saw Dennis post that the other day.
Yeah. Papas con chorizo, which is basically I make like a chorizo chili, deep fried tater tots, a little queso fresco, avocado crema, cilantro. And then we're also going to offer like a breakfast plate, which is going to be crab cake Benedict served on Dennis's famous biscuits, the Old Bay Hollandaise.
There's those crab cakes you guys were talking about before, huh?
Yeah. We've been getting like I think we if I don't bring those crab cakes out soon, I'll probably get ran out of town, man. I mean, like, I gotta, and I promise everyone the crab cakes are coming this week. We're gonna be doing the crab cakes and the biscuits and
Pinky swear.
Pinky.
Pinky square are the best kind. Now you're seriously locked in on it.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the menu, I had a serious survival question here. Okay, if you guys were stranded on a desert island, what would be the one perfect item on your menu to sustain life?
Man,
Because I got an idea.
brisket.
Ribs.
Brisket for me.
I'm going deep dish pizza. I can
Deep
make
dish pizza. How about Eric?
I'll make you a deep dish pizza
Oh,
with a Mexican spin to it.
nice. I was thinking something along the lines of chili cheese dog egg rolls myself. I think I could see myself.
You went
Yeah.
there.
Hey, those things. Hey, listen,
They were I'll tell you,
man.
the patrons at Jackrabbit Brewing do not play about their
No.
chili cheese dog egg rolls.
Yeah, we were at Jackrabbit last night. Shout out to Jackrabbit Brewing Company on the near west side there. Earl and team over there, man, super hospitable. Great customer base. But man, they went after those chili cheese egg rolls like crazy yesterday.
We had to send somebody to the store to grab us some more egg roll wrappers.
Yeah. It was nice. It was
Cool.
nice.
That's awesome.
You guys had mentioned them on that previous show, and then I saw them on your menu, man, and I'm just like, I bet those guys sold out in minutes on those things, and it sounds like you did.
They sold out quick enough that we were not happy that we were sold
Yeah,
out. So
yeah. We
we had
kind
to
of
send somebody down the street to go to Nugget to grab some more.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had a little bit more smoked bologna and chili, so we were just like, need a couple more packs of egg rolls so we
Yeah.
could bust these out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great fit, great space, great beer,
I
great
think
local.
anybody that sees it would have to try it.
What about you, chef? What would be your dish?
No, that would be my dish right there.
Egg rolls?
Get that idea from you guys.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I could see just eating it for 3 meals a day for the rest of my life, you know.
Hey, it was spicy mustard.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Mixing it up. Just like downtown.
Right.
Right.
So what else is on that menu, guys?
Like I said, we're gonna do a good old just good old breakfast burrito with ham, some hash brown, not hash, taters, some egg, little crema, little guacamole, pico de gallo, and then a variety of salsas to just grab and go. And then I'm doing a verde, salsa verde chilaquiles
Yeah.
with some nice caramelized shallots, a nice fried egg on top,
Looking forward to that.
cilantro jalapeno crema on top,
Chili kills.
and
You know,
then
you guys, a Mexican breakfast, I mean, forget about it. I don't really, American breakfast just doesn't do it for me. Every time I go out, and especially my wife, if we go out, if there's no Mexican breakfast on the menu, we're walking. Okay, that's what we're looking for.
then we're gonna make little torta sliders, breakfast sliders. It's gonna be nice, like a nice fluffy omelet type egg with some crispy bacon, refried beans.
And just mini tortas. I love
they're
that
like-
idea.
Yeah, they're nice little bite.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah,
No, I'm starting.
I-
Seriously.
nice little spicy aioli to go on inside of them. A little cilantro, grab and go. Adios. And then everything's gonna come with a little side of chips and salsa on my side of it.
Nice.
Or-
Gotta have that crunch.
Yeah, and just have
the salsa.
just have our new clientele, our new customers try some of the salsas on top of it, so they'll get our information just like they're trying their stuff, the Renegade stuff. So I think it's a good thing. Everybody they're gonna try new things and pick their favorites, and if we get customers from it, we win. Lottery's been won.
It's a win. Hey, Louie, I met you at working for World Central Kitchen, didn't I?
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Right on. I
Yeah,
was
in
going to ask you to show off your T-shirt. I couldn't read it.
Vacaville. We did that event.
Just a shout out to that organization, huh? What a great group of people and just unbelievable. You want to kind of talk about that experience?
Oh, it was great. It was great being out there with you guys, all those chefs. It was really tight operation in general, and I mean, that's what I kind of do with Sarah here at the World Center, the Brazilian World Center. Is I always tell her give me a call. If I have time, I'll come down here for 2-3 hours and help you box stuff up or saute or chop onions, whatever it is. But I like doing that stuff for the people in need. I mean, I love selling and making money, but I also like giving back. So
I like it. I like it. How did you three get together for these projects that you got coming up?
So Erick and I go back 10 years.
We go back to chili cheese dog egg rolls.
That's how we started with Guy at Texas Hobbies. He was my boy. So
Our Keith Breedlove was actually our corporate chef.
yeah.
Oh, right on. Longtime friend of the show.
Yeah,
so
we were at Texas Hobbies.
So Keith and I got hired together. I was the GM. Keith was the new executive chef, and Erick was already there. And long story short, we had a kitchen manager that just wasn't pulling his weight. So this guy here, Erick, he was hungry, and he and I would just be like, let's create something today. What do we got left over? We got tri-tip. We got leftover brisket. We had those double green eggs that Guy gave us. So we started Taco Tuesday, just stuff like that, cross-utilizing product and not wasting anything, just making things exciting. And I could see his passion back in the day where he wasn't going to settle for anything less. And I loved it. He helped us make money because we weren't wasting any product. We were doing cool new stuff. We built a new lunch menu for that restaurant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Monday through Friday, because they were doing
specials every single day of the week.
They were doing the dinner menu all day long, and who wants to pay $22 for lunch? So we got creative, and with this guy, we built a fun lunch menu. And then Chef Dennis over here, he and I met at Springs Urban Kitchen down in downtown Sacramento about 5 years ago. Him and Joe were running the show, and I had worked there previously. I left for a minute, then I came back, and then these guys had a tight operation going. I was like, this is cool. They would kick me out of the kitchen because I was running the front of the house.
Yeah.
And then I'd get bored. I'd go back there in the kitchen and be like, what are you guys doing? What can we whip up? And they'd be like, get out of here. This is our office.
Yeah.
Someone
Right.
you.
Yeah. There was no room in the kitchen at the time. The kitchen was full at the time. But but Louie was he was extremely helpful. And again, we worked together briefly at Streams Urban Kitchen, and then I went back and devoted my time full back at JB's Lounge and Grill at the time. So yeah, man.
We've come full circle.
Yeah, I was going to say Sacramento just really is a small restaurant town, isn't it? You see all the same faces and everything.
Some people, you either leave it or you love it for life. That's what it's your DNA. I mean, it's the way you're wired. I mean, you do it for a few years or you do it for a lifetime, and something good comes out of it. Kind of like this.
Yeah.
Like who would have thought we'd be together trying to do something cool 6 years later, whatever it is. But no, we're all growing. We're trying to cope with this pandemic. We all do things, keep our distance. We do our masks. We constantly, wear our gloves, wash our hands, but we're doing it the right way. And that's all we can do at the moment. And then hopefully once it's all over,
I think that's what people want to hear, that you're taking care of business in the back with the sanitation protocols, all of that, especially in these times. That's awesome. Now, talking to the Renegades here, you guys were doing quite a bit of events at Jack Rabbit Brewing. I saw so many other people doing events at the same place. It sounds like that ownership over there was really open to guys like you three that are just trying to make it on the side. Can you kind of talk a little bit more about them and who else you saw working out there?
Well, once again, shout out to JD Sneed, who's pretty much. Yeah. He's the one who made that happen.
Right.
He's the one who got me out there, and me and Dennis out there. He's the one that got Shelby Starks from Mother's Touch out there. Vic Lau, Rabbit Food Revolution, I think, is the other guy who usually does it out there. JD, he's JD's friend. So JD. That's Nate. JD came. He told the guys, told Earl at Jackrabbit, like, hey, dude, he's telling them who's good, and telling them to get them down there. And Earl's very accommodating for that. And people love it.
Yeah. I mean, they have they have good beer, and have consistently had good beer. And so it just, just makes sense to bring, food in, especially now with the restrictions and where we are, you have to, as a brewery or a bar, you have to have food. So it was a perfect pairing. Again, COVID has changed the game. And so, businesses are adapting. And the people that are hungry are eating, and those that are scared are not. So, we're definitely hungry. We're going after, more safe events and more ground to cover.
If Yolo County doesn't go into stay-at-home orders by next Sunday, we'll be back next Sunday.
Yeah. So we'll be back.
And JD will be there Saturday.
Yeah. Granted, barring any restrictions, tighter restrictions, this coming Saturday, the 12th, and then JD Sneed will be out at Jackrabbit, and then this Sunday, the 13th, Renegade Dining will be back out at Jackrabbit Brewing.
Oh,
and then
awesome.
Sunday, we hear that following Sunday, Saturday,
the 19th.
The 19th will be right here in this location.
Out here,
Well,
outdoors.
the edited version, I'll try and get all of that information kind of tied in and everything so people can see that. Good stuff.
Jeff, you better come see us on the 19th.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. I might be on my skates.
There you go.
Nice.
You'll be in and out faster than everybody else.
We'll give you VIP valet.
Yeah, I'm always looking for an excuse to get on a roll.
I do have to give a shout out to, well, not really a shout out, but I just have to
show some love
and put this out in the air. I don't know if you know Nathan McAllister of Butcher's Cleaver Food Truck just had his, somebody just stole the generator off of their food truck last night. There's a GoFundMe out there.
Yeah.
If you need to find that, I'll get that information to you. But anybody who could help, great dude. That truck is his livelihood. He has a family. He's got 2 small children.
Right.
Very small operation. It's like he has like 2 other employees, and now he can't work until he gets another generator. So, anything you guys could do to help, it's Butcher's Cleaver. I'll get you a little bit more information so we could put that out there.
Cool.
Yeah, I saw that post and didn't realize who it was. I just thought it was someone with a car, and I said a little something or what have you when I went by it, and didn't realize who that was. So yeah, that is his livelihood. What a bummer. So anything, definitely send me that information and we'll get that loaded in as well to kind of support those guys because they are doing good work as well.
So really quick, Chef, I want to say a quick shout out to a good friend of mine. Her name's Erica Serpa. She goes back. She was in the industry back in the day. We started together at Paragary's.
Oh, wow.
And she started right when I started to get my business going again about 7 months ago. She started an organization, Feed the Frontline, feedthefrontliners.org. So through her, I've already fed over 1,000, maybe 1,200 frontliners from cops, from firefighters, nurses, doctors, thanks to her. So just the timing was awesome. So Erica Serpa, she's amazing. And then also,
maybe you could steer her my way, give her my contact info or hit her up, tell her, steer her my way. I've done a few shows with a few other people from Feed the Frontlines as well. So big supporter of what they do. I just love it. So that's awesome. Cool. I didn't realize you were tied in with that.
Yeah, I'll give you her info. And like I said, just the timing of getting all of this back up slowly but surely, she was a big part of it for me.
Well, that'd be great to talk to her. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's a good individual. And then just shout out to all my industry friends. We're all trying. Everybody's doing a great job, and just stay safe and let's kick butt.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other side gigs going on? How's the merch game coming along?
So for us, House Alone 110 is still available right now. Leander Beckham, shout out to our clothing producer. And then, we'll have our Renegade Dining t-shirts out by this weekend.
Cool.
So we'll have them available. And then whenever Louie's person is done with the website, they're going to finish ours and we'll be able to promote our,
Guys.
Exactly.
I like
Yeah. Hustle on 110 available now. Renegade Dining will be available this weekend. You can inbox, a call or text. I'm gonna put my phone number because we have we're still starting out. These foundational things, right? So
yeah,
we both have 4 social media pages that we're bouncing through, sharing information from. So we apologize because we miss things. Things fall through the cracks. So we're streamlining. So we're going to be moving our operation until we have our website done, just to use our cell phone numbers. So for moving forward, that will be the only way to place orders, will be the call or text, just so we have a streamlined and we don't miss anyone. So I'll make sure it's 916-501-6390 is mine. And
916-912-9119.
There you go.
It's only 3 numbers.
Right.
All the numbers are in the first 3 numbers.
Got it. Right there.
912-9119.
Yeah. So just so we don't miss anyone anymore, we're again, we apologize as we're going through these growing pains. Just continue to be patient with us, and thank you to everyone that's supporting us. Louie for inviting us to come and do this event with him, and for all of the other folks that have reached out asking for just for pop information, for catering information, for pickups, deliveries. Just God bless everyone, and thank you all very much for just supporting these small local businesses. We really need it right now.
So let's see, any other why don't we give another plug to any events that you guys have coming up again?
So really quick, I'll send you the link for my website that just got published.
Perfect.
But, I'm holding a fundraiser. It's right on the homepage. A good friend of mine's wife just passed away about 2-3 weeks ago from COVID, and so I'm doing a fundraiser. So her favorite food was barbecue, so we're doing a barbecue box for her, and the majority of the proceeds are going to go to her husband and her son. So check it out.
You were doing some good work there, Louie. I gotta hand it to you. That is awesome.
I'll send you the link so you can post it on your side of it and check it out. Go to my website and it'll pop up right when you get to the home screen.
Most definitely. You guys have a lot of stuff to send me after this.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, for Renegade Dining, we will be COVID restrictions considered. We'll be back at Jack Rabbit Brewing on Sunday, next Sunday, December 13th.
13th.
Yeah, 13th. And then we will be doing Saturday,
The 19th.
December 19th here
In Midtown.
24th and in. So,
Saturday the 19th.
Brunch with the boys.
boys.
Running with the boys. I like it. Hey, someone's asking the truck name again. That was Butcher's Cleaver truck. That's the name of his Nathan's truck, isn't it?
Yes, the Butcher's Cleaver.
Butcher's Cleaver. Somebody was asking. Okay.
Nathan McAllister.
Nathan McAllister. Okay, guys. Do you guys have anything else to add to the conversation? We're coming on.
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry. Stay hungry. Stay safe. Buy local.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask. Come on your skates on the 19th. We'll feed you, David.
That sounds good. That sounds good. I might even get a T-shirt from you guys. Got to support the cause.
Oh yeah, I have hoodies for sure.
You're gonna need a holster. You're gonna need a holster though for your burrito while you eat your pozole. While you're on
Hey, there's another idea for merch, right? A burrito holster.
The burrito holster.
Get you
The burrito holster.
Get you a holster. It's got all the little different slots in there. You can just get your burrito and
a bandolier full of taquitos.
Right. Yeah.
That's your ammo.
Go. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out and making an interesting show, helping me out with this thing. I like to keep it interesting, and I like to get beautiful people on here because I'm kind of a funny-looking guy. I got to keep the
wrong guys and beautiful-looking people.
Oh no, I got the beefcake on here, right? So I got to get the eye candy out here because if it was just me, I don't think I'd have any viewers at this point anymore. So I appreciate that, guys, and I wish you all of the best. And I really, really appreciate your good work out there, keeping people fed during these hungry times.
That's what we do.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and sum up the show, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Dave Nelson. Those were the Renegades and Louie Jimenez with Try Mamma Salsa, and they have joined me on another exciting episode of Between the Two Stoves. It was streaming on the Industry Cooking Community Group on Facebook. If you're interested in catching live shows, that's where you are. You probably know that by now if you're watching this. Also, archived vids. Tons and tons of them are over on the Industry Cooking channel on YouTube. You can see another one with the Renegades over there anytime you want. I think we didn't want to subscribe earlier, but now's the time. You can go on over now that the show's rolling down and subscribe to the Industry Cooking channel on YouTube, okay? After that, I think that's all I got for today. I really enjoyed this show. I want to shout out again to Courtney Marx. Thank her for joining us for the initial stage of the show today. And I am really appreciative of the good work that she and the people down at St. John's Program for Real Change are doing. And with that, I just want to leave you with the closing remarks. People always remember to be true to the food, and don't forget that the party is always in the kitchen. Thanks, guys, for joining, and thanks, everybody, for watching. That's a wrap.
Cheers.
Boom. Take care, guys.
Take it easy, chef. See you soon.